my nose just starts fucking gushing blood, and I don't get nosebleeds. It just like, it is like a faucet just all over my shirt, and I'm like catching it in my hand, and there's nobody out there with me. So I'm like, I just gotta like walk in this woman's house and be like, where's the bathroom? So walk inside with my handful of blood all over my face. And the woman is just like, what did you do?
Do you hear that? Or no, do you see that? It's the start of JoeVember. You always know the start of JoeVember when there's bloody handprints all over your house. Your patio furniture is smashed. And somebody has fallen down the stairs.
When I was going through it to clip that, I don't know that clip very intimately, but like I know it. But when I was going through to clip it, every time I like fast forward or like skip to another segment, I was like, wait, what?
It's the funniest story. We just played it on Patreon the other day, but it is the funniest. It fucking kills me. It's because it's just one thing out. It's a fucking cartoon. The fact that that's real is crazy.
Joe is a cartoon character.
Yeah, he kind of is. He like really, like everyone he knows. There's no one he knows that's just a normal person.
Correct. Yeah.
And he's like a magnet for him. He always talks about that. Like he is a magnet for fucking weirdos. It's crazy.
Which is so funny because Joe is just like, I mean, yep. Joe Blow, nobody. Like you see him walking down the street, you don't like think anything of it. You know what I mean? It's not like he looks like he should attract like circus animals.
No. It's fucking wild. They could just smell him. They're like, this guy won't say anything mean to me, so I'm gonna make him my best friend forever. Which was what I did. Welcome to JoeVember, a brainchild of our producer here, Lexi. Producer Lexi, JoeVember. We got some good stuff cooking for JoeVember. I really love this. So Lexi chose 3 Joes from the history of horror.
None of the ones you guys all want, but
what are the ones they? Oh, yeah, that Joe. Yeah, no, he politely declined.
He politely declined the invitation. But who we have instead?
Well, so she pitches these 3 guys, and then she magically books interviews. Unfortunately, Joe Dante, who was our first week Joe, she got a hold of him, but he couldn't make it to this one, which is a bummer. So I hope we can get him on again.
He's doing appearances all month.
I guarantee you, if we could get Dante on the show, Joe will come back, at least for that episode.
Do you think so?
Yes.
Okay, I'm on it.
He'd lose his mind.
I'm on it.
That would be like, I feel like that would be like a bucket list for him, is talk to Joe Dante.
Should we just tell him that we have Joe Dante and have someone else on the phone doing a Joe Dante impression?
Yeah. We'll have you on the phone.
And like, I'll just act like I'm Joe Dante and old, so I can't figure out how to turn on my camera. So it's just my audio.
You turn on the camera and you have the cat filter. Or like the potato filter. Like every person over the age of like 45 for somehow could not turn off after they turned it on.
Dude, it's like a lot. It's like over the age of 33.
COVID was wild. COVID was a wild time.
I miss it.
So this week we got Joe Dante. We're going to be talking about his career, all of his little flickeroonies. Then we got Joe. Now, you've been saying his name differently than you used to say it.
I got yelled at.
How do you say it?
Well, first week we have Joe Dante. Second week is the one we know how to pronounce. Because his interview comes first.
Okay. So
second week is
Joe Lynch.
Mr. Joe Lynch.
Very excited to talk to him from the movie Crip.
I am, of all the people we've had on the show, and we've had some cool people on this show, and it's like, I've done interviews like for writing that have been like, I fucking talked to like Patrick Lucy and shit. I am like most nervous about Joe Lynch.
Oh, really?
Because he has been a part of my like weekly life for like 5 years now. You know what I mean? Like I listen to the movie Crypt incessantly.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
like,
you do.
whoa.
Yeah, now he'll be talking to us, baby. And then the week after that, we have Mr. Joe Jimmy and Stiggs. How do you pronounce the last name?
T Diddy says Begos.
Begos.
That's what I got yelled at for.
You know what? We're going to ask him if that's how you say it.
We will ask him.
Because I have a feeling he's going to be like, what are you, an idiot? That's Begos.
Do you remember how our entire interview with Brendan Trost, I was calling him Brendan Trost, and then when we talked to JDP was like, pretty sure it's Trost.
Oh, yeah. But what did I call him? Trost?
Trost.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was just leaning on you, so I feel like you might be batting 1,000 after this week.
Apparently, I say every last name incorrectly.
When I'm going to be like, Joe Begos. And he's going to be like, excuse me?
Just call him like Joey. I don't know. We have Joey here.
Joe B. We got Joe D. We got Joe B. We got Joe L.
Yeah, he breaks out.
We got Joel Embiid. I wish. No, we don't.
But in memory of Joe V.
In memory of Joe V. Oh, and Joe V. That's crazy.
But yes, we have interviews with Joe Lynch and Joe Begos.
Yeah.
That guy.
Which we're legally obligated to do this Joe retrospective after apparently everyone was upset about Lexi liking Halloween H2O.
Oh my God, they were hating me for that one.
I feel like that was the same person. I feel like it was the same person that messaged us on IG.
I saw that, but then it was gone when I went to look at it.
It was gone, and I feel like it was because he left a review and was like, "Oh, I got to get rid of that message." That's what I think.
Dude, leaving a review, and I've said this a million times, never in my life. I don't care how infuriated by like an annoying person I am on a podcast. Dog, you could not catch me leaving a review.
It's so ugly. But it's so funny because it brought me back because like a lot of the reviews that don't like us, it's like basic stuff, whatever. I'm fine with that. If you're like, they're not funny, Sean just fucking giggles. That's whatever. I don't care about that. It's the ones where it's like they're mad that you like a movie. And I know part of it is because you're a woman. So that definitely adds to it. But we got hit with that at the beginning where people like that fucking guy, Lou Delato,
yeah,
was like incensed that we did not like Amityville Horror 2. It fucking furious. And it was like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I have no taste.
I don't know. I've never like, I don't know. People are nice to me now. They didn't used to be, so I don't care.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is what it is. It's just like the fucking growing pains of it. And like,
and
dude, fucking being upset because... And by the way, that's the fucking joke, guys, was... Hello, yoo-hoo! We're doing tittles and bits over here, you fucking dum-dums. She was just sticking to her fucking guns.
Well, might we use JoeVember to just reinforce? Joe just like bounced, guy. That's literally the whole story. Is he was just like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. Like,
oh yeah, well that's so funny because yeah, one of the comments was like, I don't know what happened to Joe, which is like fucking weird. But like, just go back to
died.
Where it's like, well, yeah. After I said R.I.P. and somebody was like, is he okay? Oh my God. No, it's just one of those things, guys. So yeah, Joe, if you're tuning in, it's been 6 months so far, but yeah, I guess we should reiterate. Joe, he did
say he was very busy for JoeVember.
I don't know if he's ready for your tenaciousness, your willingness to just... This is how we get our interviews too, folks. She's just like, hey, I'm going to need you on the phone. And they're like, who are you, little girl? I guess so.
Well, we got Joe Lynch because Casey Tebow, who doing a screening of Black Friday at Cinema Salem November 21st, 8 p.m.
Yes.
Talking to him about the movie after. Casey and I are just going to start screaming at each other at some point. I just know it. It's going to be late. But I texted Casey. I had DM'd Joe Lynch, who doesn't follow me, but like he has a smaller following, so I thought he might see it. And he didn't respond to it. And like the day after, I messaged Casey and I was like, make Joe Lynch open my Instagram message. And then Casey was like, he said to just give you his email.
And super nice guy. Super nice. He's been
we love Joe Lynch.
Very gracious. Also, if you're watching the video one, I'm going to be staring down a lot because my studio's broken. So here we go. Anyway, Joe Dante. Let's talk about the man, the myth, the fucking legend. You may know him from The Howling, Gremlins, The Burbs, some stuff in the 90s that we don't need to talk about, some stuff in the 2000s we don't need to talk about, and something in the 2010s we also don't need to talk about. However, have you seen Burying the X? That was his
No, but I almost watched it, but I like ran out of time to get to it because I've just been watching like a shitload of his movies, and that was the one I wanted to watch the least. But I did like want to see it. I didn't rewatch it for this, but I remember kind of liking it. Oh, it's got 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. You are always like, for as much as you shit on me and my takes, there are these random fucking movies that I'll be like, that I've just heard everyone mercilessly dogpiling on. And I'll be like, have you heard of this movie? And you're like, yeah, I liked it. Fun movie.
Well, it is also painted in a way like I am definitely it's like when we do interviews and then watch the movies after, I'm always like, this is a better movie now. And similarly, it was like, I remember it was like Joe Dante's back, baby. And I was like, ooh, okay. And I don't think I loved it, but I think at a point I was just like, oh, it's my guy. Like, it's kind of good. Kind of rocks.
Oh, and so I want to interject here, just because I know that I need this. For these episodes, with Joe Dante, we're just doing like a biography for the first portion. And then we both watched 2 movies and have not discussed which one we've watched, but we've like seen all of his movies. And then we'll be talking about that. But we're going through like his biography and then just like briefly his whole filmography before talking about the movies we actually watched, which I think is fun.
It is fun. I kind of like it.
I know I have more ideas to tell you later, but
okay, let's fucking rock.
Like I kind of just like being historians now.
It's a good move for us, even though we're terrible at it. Because we do it with like 3-day notice. That part of the horror show will never change. The last minute things.
Dude, I did an episode, and then I'll stop. I promise. I did a review. I went on my friend Phil's podcast, Spook House podcast, and we were just talking about Frankenstein. And I could tell that he was just like, Jesus Christ, because I couldn't stop. And then he would get derailed, and then he would be like, but anyway, and it happened so many times. And I was just like, yeah, like, let it go.
Roll with it. You got to roll with the punches, baby. That's how you get the gold.
Tell me about Joe Dante.
Let me tell you about little fucking Joseph James Dante Jr. That's a fucking crazy name.
He's the like Big Daddy Joe, huh?
Joe Jim Dante Jr.
John, what's his John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt?
Jacob. Joseph James Dante Jr. His name is my name too. Born in 1946 in Old Morristown, New Jersey. Growing up in the suburbs, his dad was a professional golfer, so his schedule was messy, which meant Mr. Joe had plenty of time for movie matinees and cartoons, 2 of his most favorite things in the world, which makes so much sense when you watch his fucking movies, because everything has like these insane cartoon elements in them.
It does, yes.
Which is funny because he would get to do Looney Tunes Back in Action, which obviously bombed. But
well, and it's funnier too because I was re-listening to his episode of The Movie Crypt because it's like a really long interview, and he is like so well spoken and so smart and like funny, and his movies are just Looney Tunes to be quite candid.
Yeah.
They're Looney Tunes.
They're Looney Tunes. So he was a big fan of like B movies and recalls seeing them. That's one of his biggest motivators, which I get. It's pretty fucking great. I love talking to old dudes because they'll always be like, oh, you like horror movies? I watched this movie about ants. And I'm always like, it's them and it fucking rocks.
Dude, I've never heard anyone, I don't think he said the word movie once in his movie. He calls them pictures.
Oh, I love that.
He did not say movie. Yeah, I am glad I remembered that because I wanted to say that exclusively for all of his movies.
What's your favorite Joe Dante picture?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Get to that. We got to get back to that. Hollyweird. That's a Hollyweird. What do we call that? Like a rule, not law. Something. I don't know. We're doing that from now on. Was a big movie goer at that time, and originally wanted to be a cartoonist. Loved cartoons, comics, all that stuff. And ended up going to art school at the Philadelphia College of Art. But that's where he shifted into filmmaking.
Well, and when he was 12, I read that he started sending his own movie reviews to famous monsters of filmland, like just mailing them his reviews, which is like, boy, do I get that.
Crazy. Yeah, that's true. Not getting answers.
I will take you all down.
And his first film is this movie called
His first what?
Picture. His first picture is The Movie Orgy, which I started and then found out it was a 7-hour compilation of B movies, trailers, cartoons, and commercials. So I'm good with that. I think I'm good with that. And big shout out for Mr. Dante, who prides himself in saying that Mad Magazine was what told him about storytelling, which is kind of crazy because I don't see a lot of stories in there. But hey, whatever works, baby. Whatever gets us Gremlins. I don't care what it is. But it was probably like a big part of his like subversion and stuff like that. Because I know that's what Mad Magazine gave to me, which was like a subversive thing where you're like, what the fuck? Like I could just make weird ass shit.
Yeah, I love that they still publish that. Like, I think I don't know how often they do, but I still see it at the grocery store with like, it's normally like seasonal.
It's quarterly and it's a lot of old stuff that they reprint. But you're better off getting the old stuff because, dude, there was such filthy shit in Mad Magazine. It was crazy. You got to see cartoon titties. You got to see fucking weird shit. I remember there was a comic strip about like how to put on a condom, and it was like saying use cellophane, just wrap your dick in cellophane and it's totally fine. And there was like a cartoon of it and I was like, this is fucking wild. Like, I didn't even know what a condom was. I was like, this is nuts. My first memory of a condom is either that or seeing one on the sidewalk and almost picking it up, and then my mom being like, don't pick it up.
My mom had like a drawer full of them next to her bed.
That's alarming.
Yeah, it was on the harsh. Okay.
That's fucking crazy. Anyway, yeah. And you know, that animation mindset, I think, really shaped his visual style because some of these movies, really most of them, are just fucking living cartoons.
100%.
I'll save it, I guess, for when we talk about the movies, but there's one I want to talk about specifically. But anyway, after art school, Dante briefly works as a film review critic, and then gets a job at New World Pictures, the Roger Corman place. Yeah. In the trailer editing department, he cut trailers for exploitation films, including Death Race 2000. one funny thing about this, I've been watching the Martin Scorsese documentary on Apple TV, and he directed a Corman movie. And I forget which like huge producer came up to him. And he said he was like, all my friends hated it. All my friends hated me. No one wanted to talk to me because the movie sucked so bad. It was such a piece of shit. And then I was working with Roger Corman, and like he was like, literally everyone stopped speaking to me.
Oh my God. Dude, like, Roger. I was just gonna say Roger Corman. That would be an interesting deep dive.
It would be, because he has like real weird fucking stories. And even like Mick, I think, was talking, or was it Mick that talked about that? Where he was like, yeah, he was just like fucking like, we just had to go through footage of these shitty movies. Who was that? We interviewed someone. Fuck.
I mean,
He worked for Corman, and like they would have like no shots. They would have like 4 shots, and then he'd be like, make the movie. And he'd be like, what?
I don't think. Maybe it will.
It had
was it Rodman? It was Rodman.
Oh, it was Rodman. 100%. 100%. But yeah. So anyway, Scorsese was like a pariah because he did a Corman movie, and this producer, I forget the guy's name, but he's huge. He said he showed it to him, and he came out of the theater and he hugged Martin Scorsese and then held his shoulders and said, "Don't ever make a piece of shit like that." It's like having a friend be that blunt to you is crazy.
That's us, though.
Yeah. Don't ever make a piece of shit like that again. Oh, fucking hilarious. Anyway, so he starts working at New World Pictures, and that's where he gets his first directorial credit, Hollywood Boulevard, with Alan Arkish. It's a satire exploitation made on a very tiny budget, and again, mixing new footage with existing footage from other New World films, which is what they did, and that's fine. But that leads him into Piranha.
Let me take this one.
Yeah. Well, Jaws inspired.
Well, and the start of a beautiful friendship. Piranha. So, his first solo feature, put out by Roger Corman. It was shot in 30 days with a budget of roughly $600,000, which is so funny that was seen as like a microscopic budget at the time. Like, it's still low budget, but people are fucking making shit for like $100,000 now.
Yeah.
Well,
things are so much more accessible.
Yeah. But it was just like a schlocky. It was a Jaws ripoff, and like Dante knew that because he didn't write it. John Sayles did. But he like loved Jaws, so he wanted to do it. But it was a box office smash, baby. The people were loving Piranha. It did $6 million domestically, $321 million internationally, for a worldwide gross of about $6.3 million at the box office. But the greatest thing to come out of Piranha is a friendship. The film won the attention of Steven Spielberg, who, unbeknownst to Dante, do you know this? What Spielberg did?
No.
Oh, unbeknownst to Dante, Spielberg prevented Universal from blocking the film's release, convincing them that Piranha was a parody and it wasn't in competition with Jaws 2. So Universal was going to sue to have it for because they were trying to put out Jaws 2 and they thought that this was going to be a competitor. And Spielberg didn't know Dante at the time, but he had seen like an early cut of the film through Roger Corman. And so Spielberg behind the scenes was like, don't fucking block this movie coming out. It's fun. Like it's not going to do anything. And so they became besties after that once Dante found out.
I gotta say, outside of killing Heather O'Rourke and making shoes out of her skin, he's a cool fucking dude. He's a cool fucking guy. He's also in the Scorsese flick, and he's just like the coolest fucking dude. And like, there was just this crazy culture then, and like he was just buddies with everyone. And like, why do you think he got a cut from Roger Corman? Because in my head, at first I'd be like, well, he's checking out this like Jaws ripoff. But what I believe is that it was more like Ooh, a Piranha movie?
I think I sent you the reel of he's at some award show and there's a dolly track with a camera coming around and someone is like playing on the stage, but the camera catches Spielberg just turning around looking at the dolly track. It's like my favorite video.
Just a film buff, you know?
Yeah, and I don't know like what chronology you have going on over there because I made a PowerPoint to keep myself on track and ours are probably different. But I do have like a little page about their friendship because John Landis, Spielberg, and Dante were like the little rat pack up until something real bad happened. But like Spielberg and Dante are still buddies, and then Dante and Landis are still buddies. But Spielberg co-produced and co-directed the Twilight Zone movie, and he invited Dante to direct one of the segments after like Piranha. Like
That's
Spielberg
cool.
requested that he direct one of the segments. The project brought Dante into Spielberg's creative circle, and I wasn't able to find anything about Dante speaking out about like Vic Morrow and that whole thing.
So I think Dante did, but I think it's like a lot of like legal shit. But one of them was like, fuck that guy. And I don't
Spielberg.
remember. It was Spielberg that was
Spielberg said it was all his fault.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but Dante and him are still like buddies. And I was like combing through the internet and I couldn't find him making any sort of like public statement about it. Some people online, like none of them were like reputable sources, but just saying that it like fucked everyone's friendships up, obviously. But I mean, they've stayed buddies. So that was 82 with Steven Spielbot. And then they did Gremlins, which Spielberg produced through Amblin. And he also handpicked Dante to direct Gremlins. That was Spielberg's call. And he wanted Joey.
I feel like it's definitely, because of his love of movies. I feel like that's what he's like. Because he probably sees them and is like, man, like everything that I loved growing up are in these movies. Like he crams it in so hard. All of his like,
and
shit.
And I would say that Gremlins is like, because Gremlins is the first showcase of what like Joe Dante's style is, full-heartedly. You know what I mean?
Full-fledged, like fully like the vision, right? So like it's in Piranha for sure, like without a doubt. But then you have, what did he do? Okay, so it goes Piranha, The Howling, Twilight Zone, and then Gremlins. Yeah. So it was really, to me, like about the budget. Like the Twilight Zone had the budget, but was not the avenue to pursue what he does best. And then so Gremlins, he gets all that money, and then I think he's like loses his mind and is like, I'm gonna make a cartoon live action.
Well, and too, what's funny is when I was listening to his episode, he didn't talk about Landis at all. He'll talk about like the like tragedy of the Twilight Zone movie, but he doesn't really like say Landis or anything like that. But he was like, yeah, that happened. And I assumed the picture was just going to get shut down. But because Spielberg was attached to it, Warner Brothers hadn't put anything out that Spielberg had directed yet. And so they were like, no, we're fucking putting this out, which is crazy. And a lot of people like left the production because of it and were like, this is fucking terrible. You guys all are terrible and we want nothing to do with this. So Dante actually had to do like a lot of the editing for some of it because like his background is an editor. Yeah. And I think the main editor of the movie was just like, get fucked.
Ooh, that's wild.
I know. But with Gremlins, Spielberg handpicked him and then gave him unusual creative freedom. Like Spielberg was like, do whatever the fuck you want. Like there was no hands-on involvement at all. And then for Inner Space was their last, like, not their last huge collaboration, but like Spielberg again championed Dante because he was producing it under Amblin and he was like, I want my boy back for this one.
I fucking love that. I love a little bromance, a Hollyweird bromance.
Yeah, they're besties.
That fucking rocks. He also, through Piranha, teams up with Jerry Goldsmith a composer and an amazing horror director and horror composer pairing. Major in that. So that's the early days. That's the early days of Mr. Joe and the launch of his career. He becomes mainstream though with The Howling.
Yes.
It's a werewolf film with some laughs in it.
Are you going through his filmography now, or do you have more like tidbits about his adult life?
I have some more tidbits, and then we could get into the movies themselves.
Well, I want to go through, just list every movie he did, because I did find some, not for all of them, for a few of them, just like shit I didn't know that's like all about Joe Dante that made me laugh. So I just want to read every movie he's done after your tidbits, and then we can talk about ours, because I'm really excited.
All right. Well, actually, okay. Let's go through the movies first then.
Okay. So not me holding my laptop like this again. 1976, he does Hollywood Boulevard. 78, Piranha. 81 is The Howling. Okay. Mm-hmm. I found this while I was listening to the movie Crib today. So because Rick Baker like famously left The Howling to like do American Werewolf, and Landis and Dante were friends. But Dante said that he knew Landis wanted to do a werewolf movie with Rick Baker doing special effects, but he had been trying to do it for so long that he assumed it was never going to get made. So he asked Baker to do The Howling, and he was like, about a month later, Landis finally somehow pulled that money together to make American Werewolf in London, and Rick Baker was gone from The Howling.
That's a little fucking dirty.
Yes. And Howling came out first, but they were shooting at like the same time. And like Dante and Landis were like besties at the time. And it didn't seem at all like Dante had like bad blood about it, because he like acknowledged like, I knew Rick Baker could do werewolf because I knew Landis wanted him for it. I just didn't think their movie was ever going to fucking get made. But then also for The Howling, the final transformation had to be done all in close up because the movie had exceeded its budget by then, and this had to be shot in Joe Dante's office because they had no money for sets anymore.
Dude, Hollywood is cool, man. This is like the best part of like watching movies and talking about them, is finding out shit like that, and just finding out who the sloppiest directors are. Where they're like, they burn through their money, and then at the end they're like, all right, I guess we're shooting this in my shed. Pack everything up. We gotta lay off all the staff.
Well, dude,
meet me in the shed.
You know what I would fucking love to do is do like a deep dive episode on that, like Universal Studios, because I hear interviews all the time with like Chris Columbus, John Hughes, Joe Dante, Spielberg about when they all had offices next to each other. And just like the shit that went on, and like how frequently people moved in and out. And it was like, it's so interesting to me, that era of like the 80s where Spielberg was like, he was out on the town being like Universal Studios, and like everyone interacted with him and shit because they all worked on site there.
Yeah, no, it's fucking wild. Like, and I'm going to try not to mention the fucking Martin Scorsese movie again, but it was, or show, but it's just so fascinating because they're like, yeah, then he went out to Hollywood, and then they start showing pictures, and it's him with fucking George Lucas and Steven Spielberg, and they're all just coming up. And what's the other guy's name? I can't remember his name now. But anyway,
what did he do?
There's just a dozen directors, producers, and they're all buddies, and they hadn't even made it yet. And like, that's who like took over fucking Hollywood. Yeah.
What was in the water in Hollyweird at that time?
It was just like, it's what it seemed like to me, which it doesn't seem like it's that old of a time period, but I guess it is, was they're coming out of like the 60s, and you watch those movies from the 60s and you're like, this shit fucking sucks. But there's like some cool shit where they just weren't pushing the envelope enough because they were like following all these weird MPAA rules and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was just like all of these guys that were like, hey, we're just gonna fucking film whatever the fuck we want. And like Taxi Driver, they wanted to rate X. And he was like, okay, what if I just like turn the color down a lot until the red almost looks brown in the final scene? And they were like, yeah, that'll do. And that's how it got released. So the other person he came up with that I was thinking was Brian De Palma.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to find, you mentioned MPAA, and it reminded me of something, but I can't remember if it was Dante or not, that it fucking must have been that MPAA would say to cut shit and they would be like, okay. And then when it got sent to theaters, they would put the cut shit back in because the MPAA like never followed up on it or like checked to make sure it wasn't actually in there. I think that it should, because I've been researching Dante, but I don't know for sure that that's who it was.
That's fucking funny.
I know.
But yeah, no, it's an interesting crew, and they just like took over Hollywood. So that would be a fun.
They're the Rat Pack, baby.
They are. All right. So you were at the Howling.
So then 83, he does Twilight Zone. 84, he does Gremlins. 85, he does Explorers, which Paramount changed the films. I've heard him complain about this a lot.
Yes.
Paramount changed the film's initial release date from August to early July, telling Dante and the editors to stop editing and deliver a shorter rough cut. As a result, about an hour and a half worth of footage was left on the editing room floor. Explorers marked the film debut of both Ethan Hawke and River Phoenix, and the missing and cut scenes are presumably lost, but Dante's tried searching for them in recent years, but like, ain't nobody got them.
Yeah. They like got rid of that shit. It's so fucking crazy. They would just like throw that shit out.
I mean, they didn't know. Like, you know what I mean? The fucking...
Yeah, but like, maybe we just don't just throw everything out. Just get a fucking warehouse or something.
And then in 87, he does Inner Space, which I read that the studio executives from Warner Brothers invited him out to lunch and told him that what he was doing was not funny and described Martin Short as being not very attractive and wanted Dante to recast him. And Dante was like, no.
I mean, Martin Short, yeah, he's not the greatest looking guy. But like, I don't know. He was like becoming a star at that point.
In 89, he does the Burbs, which during filming on the set, there was a voice in the distance that was yelling help. That was because the set was close to the Jaws ride at Universal, and the voice was played loudly on the PA system in distance. According to Dante, you could literally hear it during scenes of the movie.
I love this guy. This is what I'm talking about. This is the best shit. He's just like, yeah, fuck it.
And then Nicky Katt, who played Steve in the film, had a pet spider monkey. Corey Feldman wanted a monkey, so Katt brought the monkey to set, and it stayed in Feldman's trailer during filming. Feldman would return to the trailer to find that the monkey had spread feces around the interior. Joe Dante eventually banned the monkey from the set.
That's where he drew the line. He took charge.
Then in 90, he does Gremlins 2, The New Batch, which he declined to direct because he didn't see the point in a sequel to Gremlins, but then everything fucking sucked. Like all of the script revisions that Warner Brothers was getting and like the directors they were trying to hire, like everyone just sucked. So they gave him back and he was like, yeah, I'll do it if you give me total creative control. And so they did, and what we got is Gremlins 2.
A cartoon, somehow a bigger cartoon.
Yes. Then in 93, he did Matinee, which is one of my movie picks. One of the magazines in Gene's bedroom is Famous Monsters of Filmland in 62. So like I said, he was writing these like reviews and shit to them, but apparently they were publishing them because one of the magazines in Gene's bedroom in Matinee is Famous Monsters of Filmland number 18 from July of 1962. The issue features an article by the 15-year-old Joe Dante called Dante's Inferno, in which he gives his opinion of the worst 50 horror films ever made.
That fucking rocks. Wait, that's Dante's Inferno is the same as I got a bone to pick. The innovator of I've got a bone to pick.
Should we fucking jack that and just have like a different segment called Dante's Inferno where we talk about for like a monthly
Oops, sorry.
For a monthly roundup episode, we'll have a section that's Dante's Inferno.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
In 98, he does Small Soldiers, 2003, Looney Tunes Back in Action, 2009, The Hole, and 2014, Burying the X. So his last film feature that he directed was 11 years ago.
Yeah, that's crazy that it's been that long.
He's
How
just
old is
outie.
Mr. Dante now? He's got to be in his 80s, right?
Yeah, what year did we say he was fucking born? I don't remember.
40s, but I don't do math. 78 years old.
And then what I have left on him is I compiled like his favorite movies that he's talked about, and then the projects he was scheduled or like slated to direct, which was interesting. And then one just called Diva. That's like what people said about him in Hollywood.
Okay, all right, we'll save that. Let's go through some of these flickaroos. So, The Howling, a great werewolf movie. Amazing.
Fantastic.
Movie. Amazing effects. And worked under a lot of pressure.
Totally overshadowed by American Werewolf, which is just a shame.
It is a shame. I'm not the biggest American Werewolf in London fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you
American
just
Werewolf in Paris fan?
Are you just mad that John Landis wasn't held accountable, or
That's exactly what I'm mad about.
Which I was like diving into that a little bit, and I won't derail and start all of that, but I was reading more about it than I ever have, and it's kind of fucking crazy. Like he just like walked away from that.
It is insane. Like without anything happening to him. Yeah. That's fucking
like
nuts.
like the fucking quotes from people on set being like, no, I heard him fucking say this. Like
I bet Spielberg was like, listen, here's the deal. I'm going to talk shit about you, but I'm not going to do anything. And I'm going to tell the judge not to send you to prison. But you cannot mention that I wear Heather O'Rourke around on a daily basis.
I wonder if it was like a deal with the devil. Because, I mean, they're
Those
the
dudes
Rat
had power.
Pack.
Yeah.
They're the Rat Pack. They have all of the money and celebrity like in the world. Like they're running Hollywood. They definitely have dirt on each other.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like
Absolutely.
dirt. Like Heather O'Rourke, dirt.
But Spielberg was on such a different level than Landis and Dante.
In 82, though, like E.T. wasn't out yet. I guess. What was out by 82?
For Spielberg?
Yeah, when did Raiders come out?
Oh, shit. 82. That is actually crazy. Wait a minute. Let's take a look at this real quick. 82.
Spielberg
So
Vember.
82. Oh, wait. Okay, Twilight Zone was 83. Oh, shit. Oh, Poltergeist had hit.
Yeah, and he started being like, I want to look good on my little piggies.
Love that guy. Love that story. Gremlins, as you mentioned, massive fucking hit for him. Just fucking humongous. And the Spielberg did give him creative control, but was a little nervous about the darker elements of Gremlins. But Dante kept pushing for that and really, really wanted that. Also, Gremlins 2, Steven Spielberg was like, make it family friendly. So he made a fucking psychotic movie. And it's his idea to put Hulk Hogan in the movie. Which is straight up a cartoon.
I want to read the original script for Gremlins so badly. And I'm sure it's accessible. I've just never looked it up.
Yeah.
Because apparently it was just like a straight horror film at first.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, Explorers is a fun movie. I actually suggest people watch it, but the studio did fuck it up and it pissed him off. So he does Inner Space after that. Inner Space ends up winning an Academy Award for visual effects.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
He was talking about it. He said that when it was first brought to him, he didn't want to do it because, what is it? The Voyagers?
Oh,
there was a movie that it was almost like exactly like, and he was like, I don't want to do that. But then they brought it back to him again and said it's like if you shrunk, and I've never seen Inner Space, so but it was pitched to him as if you shrunk Steve Martin and put him in Jerry Lewis's body, and Dante was like, "Yeah, I can get behind that."
Oh, so a cartoon? I'll do that. He's a fucking menace. He's a fucking menace. And Matinee, also one I chose, is a bizarre fucking movie to watch. It's so weird, and it takes place during the Cuban Missile Crisis and like the atomic bomb fears that we had. And Dante has said that this was his most personal film, and the character Gene Loomis was him. He created
Loomis is everywhere.
Loomis is everywhere.
Seriously.
It's so fucking wild. But yeah, no, it's a very interesting filmography he's got here. You mentioned Small Soldiers too, which I should mention. Small Soldiers was such an important movie to me growing up. It was crazy. I want to see if I was too old to be like watching that. 98.
My brothers were fucking obsessed with it.
Oh my God. So was I. The Gorgonites.
I honestly, because I think all of the ones I missed watching like in the last few days, I'm kind of just in Dante mode now. And I think that's what I'll be watching all week is just like all of his shit. Dude. Because I hated Small Soldiers because of how much my brothers loved it. That I like have prejudice against it and I want to rewatch it now.
It's something. It's something for sure. But what's her name is in it? She's famous now. The Kirsten Dunst. She's in it. She's the main character in it. But there was the Gorgonites, and then there was the Small Soldiers, and these old toys have a war. Also, I am a sucker for toys coming to life, which makes a lot of sense given the amount of toys I have.
That's true. That does track, yes.
Continue to purchase. Yeah, no, that's crazy. And I was just obsessed with it. And I had the book, I had the Small Soldiers dossier, and all I wanted was the toys. I never got the toys. I was so upset. All I wanted was the fucking toys. They fucking rocked. Man. Anyway, and they missed a huge opportunity to make like better Small Soldier toys that people could actually use because they weren't good. And then did you mention Looney Tunes? Oh yeah, you burned through those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a Looney Tunes kid.
They're rough. Looney Tunes is whatever. I don't know what to say about Looney Tunes. I like it. I don't like it. It's kind of a fucking weird thing, but anyway. So Dante's main peak is really that 70s to early 90s. The strongest films are all in there. Also should mention the Burbs. And what was the other one that got the most votes on our Instagram?
I think it was just Gremlins, but
Burbs and Gremlins. I think you're right. But the Burbs love is there, and I fully fucking understand it. It's so fucking good. And Tom Hanks doing a lot of improv was just he's like one of my favorite people that gets exacerbated. Like when he's like, Jesus Christ, that's perfection, movie perfection. And that he does amazing. And the other thing he does amazing is like, I feel like he's done it in every movie almost, is like when he's in so much trouble that he loses his mind and is just like cackling to himself. And it's just like lost. He reaches a breaking point mentally where he's just like gone. The character's just like doing absurd shit. He fucking rocks at that. I fucking love that for him. So what else did you have for him? I'm looking at it. I mean, there's things that we could talk about. Well, we could talk about that he is not a fan of the video on demand and the streaming platforms and things like that. He wants to really bring it back. And he even saw this going into Matinee, which for him, he was like, man, the movie's fucking rocked. Like, I'm going to show people that like this was what the movies were about. That was like a big part of that for him. And when Burying the X came out, they were like, it's 2014, right? So it's a really early movie that was like, we're going to go straight to VOD. And he was like, I don't want to do shit like that anymore. So
yeah.
It's a bummer, but he's a Hollyweird
purist.
Yes. Love that for him.
And then I just have a few of his favorite movies. I've heard him talk about Bride of Frankenstein a lot as like his favorite movie of all time. And then notable ones is The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, because he grew up worshiping Ray Harryhausen, which I think reflects in a lot of like his fucking practical effects. He loved The Tingler, which makes sense for Matinee, that he grew up loving The Tingler.
Yes, 100%.
Duck Amuck is his favorite Looney Tunes short and a lifelong influence. He said it's the greatest example of meta filmmaking ever. And the only other really notable one is Jaws, which he said, quote, changed the world and changed me. Which, boy, do I get that.
Changed the world and changed me.
And then I'll go through these real fast. Of shit he was considered to direct. And I feel like every fucking person you look up, it's like they were considered to direct this. They were considered whatever. But these are like notable ones that I looked up that he was like either like started filming or whatever. Like these were seriously like in the cusp of his hands and then let go for whatever reason. Okay. But he was considered for Jurassic Park 93, which ultimately went to Spielberg.
Okay.
Yeah. He was scheduled
Can I just interrupt for 1 second?
Yeah.
There's something interesting as we talk about Spielberg stealing, or not stealing skin. Spielberg, the Spielberg Tobe Hooper thing, right? There's a little bit of evidence here in talking about him and Joe Dante that kind of leans into that, which is like, it seems like he's just constantly like, want to do this thing that I have? Do you want it? Like, I feel like he might have just been like, do you want to do it or do you want me to do it? And like, it's like, I don't know. And he was like, go direct Jaws. I'll direct this. It'll be fun.
Dude, and I'm so curious. I am actually presidential executive ordering. We're doing something on the Rat Pack because all of them, I want to get like in there. Like I want like sources who need their voices distorted because all of these people were probably considered for the same movies. And
oh yeah,
it's like the Vic Morrow of it all, the Heather Rourke of it all. There's like a story to be told there that everyone's too scared to tell.
Ooh.
You know?
Who did Joe Dante kill? His own career.
He was scheduled to direct Jaws 3 People Zero, that John Hughes one. Yeah. That they just were like, no, we're not doing that. And then he was like, I tried to bring it back to do Gremlins 2 People Zero, but they shut that down too.
Dude, this guy rocks. This guy's me. That was so funny. I'm taking it. Wasn't even his title.
He was John Carpenter's choice to direct Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. I didn't find anything about like what happened with that, but that's who John Carpenter wanted for Halloween 3.
Fuck, could you imagine that as a cartoon? Like, what?
He was never offered the chance to direct Howling 2. The rights to the book, The Howling Tune, was owned by the author, who was not a huge fan of Dante at the time after his displeasure with the director only loosely adapting the first Howling novel. He was offered Batman Forever, but didn't want it, like walked away because of the studio just being too hands-on, and he didn't think he'd be able to like
Batman 2?
Batman Forever.
Oh, Batman Forever. Dude. Yeah, that fits him fucking like a fucking glove. Those were cartoons. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah. He was considered to direct Doctor Who, the movie. Also, he was in the running for The Mummy 99, but I couldn't find why he didn't get that one. But
well, I know how.
Most interesting.
Look what the Mummy is. And he probably went in there and was like, the Mummy's going to talk to the camera and break the fourth wall. And they were like, hey, pass. I don't know why Spielberg sent you in here.
So he was Carpenter's choice for Halloween 3, but he was considered to direct Halloween 4. And it was with a script by Dennis Etchison. This version had a much more supernaturally powered Michael Myers, killing on the 10th anniversary of the events of the original movie. Tommy Doyle and Lindsay Wallace were to return as teens and main characters. I don't know why that one fell apart either, but I want a Joe Dante Halloween movie, goddammit.
I do too.
Right? And then just the little diva slide, just a few points, 3 points about his personality. Many film historians point out that Dante's biggest, quote, controversy is how Hollywood never knew what to do with him.
I think that's accurate. I think that's the answer to all those things you were saying. Like, why did you do this? I think Hollywood was like, all right, like, pitch us the movie. And then they were like scratching their heads being like, do you know this is like a Halloween movie? Like, this is Michael Myers. Like, we've pretty much developed this guy to be like an unstoppable killer. Like, what is this fucking cartoon version of him that you're talking about? Like, they were probably just always so confused, just being like, wait, what? Like, what are you talking about?
Joe Dante, after watching a few of his movies, might have, well, it's like, he falls under that Amblin umbrella like Zemeckis does, where it's like,
agreed.
But the question is, which came first? Like, Amblin or the director's style? Like, did he just...
In this case, I think that's why it was a perfect fit. I think that's why Spielberg was, like, obsessed with him. I mean,
yeah.
I think Amblin was made for Steven Spielberg to make movies like this, right? Like, it fits that perfectly. And I think he saw Joe Dante and was like, holy shit, this guy's got it. This guy fucking rocks. He's so fucking weird. He thinks everything's a cartoon. Make me a movie, baby. Make me a picture.
I was just about to say that. Dante has had multiple battles with studios over creative control. He was constantly pushed in to tone things down or market them for children. He's described those experiences as, quote, soul-sucking. And Dante has a reputation for refusing to compromise his tone. Studios have sometimes labeled him as difficult because he won't soften satire or simplify subtext for test screenings. And that's really it. Like, there's just not really any, like, negative discourse about Dante that's, like, public, at least. You know, like... He's kind of, I'm going to say he's unproblematic, and someone's going to be like, are you fucking kidding me? And send like the most heinous story of all time.
Look at his tweets from 2011. Just
but
racist tweets.
It does seem like he's just like some fucking dork, you know? And it's he doesn't care about the glitz and the glam. No, he just wants to make pictures.
He made that Gremlins money and I think was like, I'm fucking good to go, baby. Like, he did 3 Spielberg pictures and then and he made the cash. He made that cashish. And then he was like, deuces, unless you let me make a cartoon. And everyone was like, deuces.
Well, and what's interesting too, I'm actually really mad. I wish I had looked into this because I saw it. He owns a production company or is part owner of a production company called Renfield. And And I know about it because that's how I got in contact with him. But I saw the Renfield production thing at the beginning of Matinee. So a lot of these people, like take like Cognetti, for example, has like a production company quote just for, I'm assuming like tax purposes and like ownership purposes. But Renfield is still like open and operating.
Oh.
So I don't know if he's just more of like an ornamental figure at this point or if he's involved in like the process.
I'm sure he's not. Yeah, I'm sure he's not involved in it. Wait, all the movies listed on Renfield's website are just Joe Dante's.
That's so fucking funny.
That's literally all that's listed.
That's so funny.
This guy fucking out.
I wonder if on the Renfield production Wikipedia there are any more.
Wait, he might be involved with...
Oh! We didn't even fucking mention yet Gremlins 3.
The new one coming out.
That he is attached to.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. That's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that movie too. I just love a gremlin. You just give me a gremlin. I had a Furby gizmo.
Oh, wait, maybe he's not.
Singing gizmo. I know Spielberg's involved with it.
Spielberg, I got my wires crossed. Oh, no, I'm still excited, but this is not about Dante. Chris Columbus is slated to direct.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Hey!
Well, what's his most recent shit? I love Christopher Columbus. And as a kid,
Sailed the ocean blue.
Yeah, no, as a kid, that like legitimately like fucked my head up because I was just such a stupid kid. I feel like I was like, you can't have that name. Why? You can't take that. Sorry. Let's see what he did. I just want to know the newer stuff. The Thursday Murder Club. Oh, I heard people like that. He did the Christmas. He did the Christmas Chronicles too. Oh, he didn't do the first one? What the fuck? All right. So this guy was, he might still have it, but he might also not.
Well, so yeah.
He does the Harry Potters, Christmas with the Cranks, which whatever. Rent, I Love You, Beth Cooper, which have you ever seen that movie?
Yes.
I caught this picture on TV one day. It was like kind of fucking good. It was kind of fucking good. Anyway, then he does Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Pixels, definitely a big Christmas Chronicles 2, another The first one's great. And the Thursday Murder Club I haven't seen, but I don't know. It's a little scary for me.
Well, I love Christopher Columbus, but this just reminded me. While I was listening to his episode of Movie Crypt, he mentioned a project he did that I had never heard of before. That it's called The Haunted Lighthouse. 2003, Joe Dante directed, written by R.L. Stine, starring Christopher Lloyd. It's just a short film. It's 22 minutes.
A short 4D film. How the fuck is it 4D?
And you know who else is in it? Yeah, it was directed for SeaWorld. You know who else is in it?
What?
Miss Sarah Paxton.
Your girl. Your enemy.
Lover. Enemy.
Lover, enemy.
But yeah, it's a fucking Christopher Lloyd, R.L. Stine adaptation directed by Joe Dante. Gimme.
Weird Al is in it.
I see that.
Weird Al rocks. I'm pulling a Weird Al these days with my hair. This woman that works in the building next to me was like, has anyone told you look like Weird Al? And I was like, hey, not a compliment. And she's like, no, I didn't mean it like that. And I was like, well, it only comes out one way. And you're like, hey, you look just like this ugly guy.
You need to try to find this because only like the trailers you can find on YouTube, but since it was like a ride or part of the ride, I'm gonna need you on this one.
To find it?
Yes.
It probably doesn't exist. It was a ride.
But it was a video for a ride.
Yeah, but it's like that thing that they play in the fucking queue. All right, we could probably find it. I also love that I love that basically every movie he made Dick Miller is in.
No, literally every movie up to his death.
It's so crazy.
It's every single movie.
Is it really?
It is, until he died in 2019 or 2020 or something. Except he hasn't directed anything since then. So, yes, every movie.
There is the Haunted Lighthouse video is on YouTube. So you can check that out.
We'll be watching that immediately.
It's watermarked, but Sarah Paxton's a baby in it. That's crazy. Yeah. So Dante has this weird space of doing mainstream studio movies that people fucking love, and then all these fucking B movies at the same time. So he's got this crazy like legacy sort of. And I don't even know if it's a positive one really, like, to a lot of people, but I don't know. He just made whatever the fuck he wanted.
And I'm very curious if being besties with John Landis like stained his reputation at all.
Probably did, especially if he wasn't outspoken like Spielberg.
Posted 3 polls on Instagram, and then we'll get into the movies. The listeners said, I asked, which do you like more? 71% said Gremlins, 71% said Gremlins, 29% said Gremlins 2.
Okay, that's a big amount for 2.
Yeah. Howling, Rocks or Sucks. Rocks coming in at 82%, Sucks coming in at 18%.
Ooh.
And then Joe Dante. Options are love, like, impartial, or hate. 52% love. 28% like, 19% impartial, 2% hate.
Wow.
Yes. But I mean, Gremlins has 100 votes for it, and then Gremlins 2 has like 50. But the fact that 2 people, I read their usernames, 2 people hating Joe Dante, you got to elaborate on that one. You know who you are. And I actually do know both of these names, and they like are active listeners. Talk to me.
We want to know. Bring it up. We'll do a retractions and farewell segment at the end of the episode. Wait, let's see like famous monsters. Like, guys, write us some stuff and we're just gonna read it. We're just gonna
about
read your
what
movie reviews. Anything. Write a movie review and send
I have been wanting to fucking do that. I want to post something on Patreon about it because that would be so fun.
Yeah.
Well, and I want to post on Patreon, except I don't know if people would partake or not. And I guess
they record like audio for it?
But what is the
play it?
Yeah, we'll have to figure out what like our prompts are.
No, they just give us a review.
Yeah, we could lay that up right now. We're doing Joe Lynch movies next.
That would be fun.
30 seconds or less, though. 30 seconds or less.
Yeah.
Because I want to post on Patreon if there are any questions that like listeners want for Joe Lynch or Joe Begos.
Yeah, that would be fun. Oh yeah, we should definitely do that. Do that.
Or you can email us.
Yes.
Lexi or Sean at I Hate Horror. Wonder if people will do it. We're talking to them Tuesday and Wednesday though, so you might only Patreon will have the chance to. Yes, probably.
We should probably post that on there.
But movie reviews, hit them with send us 30 seconds or less, any Joe Lynch film or Joe Begos film.
Wait, but moving forward, just send me any movie review. Any movie review. I don't care.
Dude, you're gonna get like 2 and you're gonna be like, why did I fucking do this?
Send me any movie review. We're gonna read them. It'll be fun. It's gonna be like famous monsters. We're just gonna put and have a fun name. If we start reading yours regularly, come in with like a Dante's Inferno. And something. Come in with something hot. You're gonna get bonus points for that for sure.
Bonus points.
Dante's Inferno is back this week, skewering the movie Wicked.
I love this.
Right?
Ooh, we'll have to tune this up a little bit because I'm loving this. I'm loving this.
Let's give them a platform.
Yeah, but you better come correct with some Dante's Inferno shit. Like, seriously.
Yes, I want good show names. Actually, no, that's a prerequisite now. You have to name your article.
And if you go by email, subject line, bitch.
Yes.
Subject line, get our attention.
Yeah. Sell us. I really like this. I hope people do it. Just be silly. Let yourself be a goof for a little while. Let yourself feel some whimsy. Give us a title. Go back to being like 7 years old and being like, this is my magazine and this is my movie review.
And you can
Shawnee's smelly movie reviews.
Yeah. And you can specify in it, like, don't say my real name. And we won't.
Yes.
So you can get real goofy with it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do a segment. Sean's stinkers. The stinker of the week. Sean's stinker of the week.
I want to start doing a segment that's called Lexi's Loot. And it's just the stuff I bought that week.
It just turns into a show of insane segments.
We need a fucking show.
Yeah, we need like a variety show. Also, we're saying that we have a show. We're doing it right now.
We need to expand.
We do. Okay, I want to do both of these things. Anyway, back to Mr. Dante. We've covered everything. What's the next thing we have to do on your list here? We have to pick 2 movies.
So yes, it's really just, I mean, I watched so many of them. The only one that I'm like, the new one was Matinee, and that is the one I want to talk about the most. I don't even have that much to say because I just threw on Gremlins' new batch, which is like, and I kind of want to, what were the movies you picked?
So I kind of did a similar thing. So I watched Matinee.
That's what I said.
So we're going to talk about that. And then I would say the Burbs would be my next one.
That's so funny because I literally just finished that before we got on.
Ooh, I wonder, how does that hit for you as a youngster?
I mean, it's just like I'm in Amblin Town. I love it.
It is Amblin.
You know?
Yeah, Corey Feldman's there. The gang's all there.
The gang's all there. I loved it. But actually, well, okay, never mind. We'll talk about it after because I want to talk about Gremlins at a different time. But yeah, Matinee is the one I'm excited about. As far as the Burbs go, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I said it about Casper. I don't even know if Burbs has that Amblin logo on it, but it does spiritually.
Yeah.
I'm always going to love those movies. Any movie that's like could be an Amblin film, I'm in for.
Yeah. It wasn't Amblin directly, but it definitely was.
But Matinee, baby. Matinee
was weird. Matinee was weird as fuck. So I just want to. I've been a John Goodman fan since I was a little kid. I
was shocked that you had not seen this.
I vividly, so vividly remember the fucking VHS cover at the video store and always looking at it and just being like, I need to see that. And I don't know why I never did. It makes no sense. It was, I would always see it and I would always just look at it and I was like, this looks weird and cool. Thank God I didn't, because it might have reshaped my love for John Goodman. He's great in this. He's great in this. But however old I was at that time, Sean would have been like, what the fuck is this movie? Like, where's the fucking monsters? Where's the fucking mayhem? But it is a fucking love letter to movie theaters.
It is insane. My text to Tyler last night, I said, I'm starting Matinee. Then 1 minute later, I said, so I have no right to say this yet because I literally just started this. This movie's going to fucking rock. I can already tell and I'm all in. And then I said, yeah, this rocks. I love this movie. And I did. I loved it all the way through.
It's really fun. It's just so weird with it. I was like waiting for the story to like hit a peak, and it sort of is just this like very leveled story. There's no like major thing. Like you're never
It was
like,
working for me because it's just like, what's going on in this matinee showing? Like that's what the movie is. Like,
yeah, very 4:30 movie. If you've seen that,
I was thinking of 4:30 movie. There's no way that Kevin Smith wasn't thinking of matinee.
I guarantee you it was. Dude, Dante's from New Jersey, did the Corman thing. I guarantee you he watched this and was like, 90% of 4:30 movies taking place in the theater.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. But it's super weird. And it's like, just this like fun little love story of these kids and John Goodman just wanting to make a theater experience for everyone. Now, the end.
Well, wait, did you explain the film at all?
I guess not. So, you want to take that?
Sure. Matinee is set in Florida during the Cuban Missile Crisis in Key West. It follows a kid who's like an army brat who just moved to a base there. John Goodman is a director playing like a Hitchcock Roger Corman hybrid who does like this weird 4D rumble-rama shit for his movies. Yeah. And is it a re-release of his movie? Because Man was like out by that point.
Yeah, I didn't understand it because he's like touring around with the movie.
Yeah, but also the main kid like knows what it is. But anyway, he brings his movie Mant, the story of a man who turns into an ant because of what is it, fucking radiation exposure or something. Yes, radiation exposure. And so John Goodman brings it there, and his whole thing is to make it like interactive. So like the seats electrocute people, and they rumble rama shakes the theater and shit. But all of this is happening while there's like the Cuban Missile Crisis, so people keep thinking that they're gonna die. It's a lot of fucking fun. It was a lot of fun.
And the other funny part about it that like blew me away was the little girl who is just spitting the whole movie about politics and like socioeconomic things.
I loved her.
She rocked.
But all of the kids in this were fucking great. You have Omri Katz, Mr. Hocus Pocus, him, the main kid, and then that girl, and even like the bratty Sherry bitch. They were all so fucking good. Like just like Sherry was meant to be unlikable, but they're all just likable characters. Like they had good chemistry. I don't know. I loved them.
Yeah. Yeah. And Kathy Moriarty, who we've been talking about a lot because she's in all the Casper movies, the other star of Matinee. Matinee has a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I get it.
That's wild.
But it's just like, it's so fun. And it's funny. I don't know. I feel like I watch so many fucking movies. And like movies today and shit are good and they're fun. And there is just something about this movie and movies of this era sometimes. Like I feel like it doesn't happen anymore, that it's like you're in this movie theater, the rumble rama is going awry, like the kid doesn't know what he's doing with the dials and shit. But then you remember like, oh, there's a fucking Cuban Missile Crisis happening. Right. And you're just like, this is the smartest movie. Like this movie fucking rocks. You know what I mean?
Dude, the ending where they're like, the theater's on fire and you get like the walls blown out. And they're just like, wow, that was the Cuban Missile Crisis. It turns out part of the fucking movie.
But it's so fucking good. And like John Goodman is playing this like very grounded Roger Corman.
Yeah.
But like he is like somehow the stability of the movie.
Yeah.
Cause and I mean that's John Goodman, right? He's America's dad. It's like every time shit really starts going wrong, he's like, all right, like it's fine. Yeah.
The end was killer because the theater owner comes out. There is a mob scene outside. There's like it's like riotous. And he's like, wow, that movie was kind of crazy. And John Goodman was like, yep. I've created a mess. I've created pure terror. I've done something worse than yelling fire in a movie theater.
But it was like, well, it was kind of crazy because one, you have what, a 12 or 13-year-old girl, like fucking a 20-something-year-old, And then he literally takes her by knife. Like,
Yeah, it's a little weird. A little weird there.
it's so fucking weird. And then, I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. There is a scene that the main kid and the love interest, the political girl, get locked into like a fallout shelter with each other.
Yeah.
And they're like, we might have to procreate, which I didn't think anything of. And then they start making out, and it went on just like a little too long. And I was like, this feels weird and like not something you could get away with today.
No, it's a little fucking weird. It's a lot weird. So, okay. Because I got to wrap this up. Okay. So those are our two movies. Wait, what else did you want to talk about?
I mean, I watched The Burbs. I really enjoyed it. Matinee is going to be like a fan favorite around these parts now, I think.
Fascinating.
I'm surprised you didn't like it more.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't hit for me.
Oh, it hit for me. And little Halloween vibe. School's all decorated for Halloween.
Oh, all right.
It might be added to the Halloween list.
Yeah, okay. That's a deep cut. I like it, though.
Everyone watch Matinee. It's a lot of fun.
Matinee. Yeah. Yeah, that's
I didn't mean to do that. Look at the screen.
Oh shit.
I didn't mean to do that.
All right, there we go. Yeah. So that is Joe Dante. So best movie, what do you think?
I mean, I almost feel like you have to say Gremlins, right?
I say The Burbs, but yeah, it's Burbs and
wow.
Gremlins. I love The Burbs so much. I'm a Tom Hanks, a lover of Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I mean, I think Gremlins for me, but I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Matinee's too fresh to call it right now, but I loved it.
It might be because we've seen Gremlins so often.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I can't even like call my least favorite because I haven't seen his whole filmography.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think these are going to be the winners though. You know? You know what I'm saying?
I do, yes.
I don't think you have to dig too deep on this one. So yeah, I would say The Burbs and then probably Gremlins. Now the third place is where it would get interesting because I think I'd throw in Small Soldiers in there.
I need to rewatch it.
I just loved Small Soldiers. Worst movie.
It's tough. Yeah. I don't think I would honestly probably guess that it's Burying the Axe, but I've not seen it.
I would guess that it's probably, I don't know. I don't like Gremlins 2 at all. I fucking hate Gremlins 2. To me, it's just it was too much of a departure from 1 that I was like, no, like you can't do that. So yeah, that's points against him there. That's definitely my worst one.
Yeah, I can't. I don't feel like I can confidently name one. We should have made a fucking Joe scorecard.
We should have. The Joes. Yeah, we'll do that for the next one. We'll rejudge them. But court is in session. Hear ye, hear ye. Bring out the defendant, Joseph James Dante Jr. Take a seat over there. We'll deal with your buddy Landis after this. He's getting retried, and it ain't gonna go so fucking well. All right. We have Joseph James Dante Jr. Court, jurors, does he fuck? Wait, by the way, I need to say, Lexi came up with this name. It's the funniest name, and the more I think about it, the more I fucking love it. I think it's the funniest two things that you could combine in words, and somehow it works for this.
Dude, I've started something I've adopted from you. Oh my God, I wish I could remember what I fucking said. I know I was talking to Tyler about something, but I was like, yeah, everyone was just fucking and sucking, which is something I stole from you. And even when I think about it, it makes me laugh out loud.
They're just two great words and they rhyme. It's just awesome. It's
just like their meanings, saying that everyone's sucking and fucking. Like,
they're so disgusting. Sucking and fucking. Just like what is it? Chuck and buck, suck and fuck.
Well, and I think the first time I heard it from you is we were talking about just like jealousy. I was talking about jealousy regarding like a partner's past. And you were like, I feel like the older you get, it's just like you just don't care. Like everyone's been fucking and sucking, literally.
Which, by the way, when you tell people that you're dating, they don't love it. They don't love to hear that.
Dude, fucking and sucking.
We're all just out there fucking and sucking our way.
That's exactly what you said. Because the our way really makes it.
Fucking and sucking our way through life until we, end up with the person we fucking suck for the rest of our lives.
And I wish I had remembered to bring my judge uniform. I will remember for the Joe Lynch episode.
Yes, we'll do that.
And I need to post the poll. Yeah, I need.
All right. Does Joe Dante fuck or does Joe Dante suck? That is the question. This, I could see a lot of jurors out on this one being like, we're deadlocked. We got a hung jury. We got a hung jury sucking and fucking. I could see them. I could see an argument for sucking, but his hitters, boy, do they fuck.
I mean, yes, I did forget to post the fuck or suck poll. However, with the poll I did post, the jury says, let you have this one.
Joe Dante, the court finds that you do indeed fuck. Order in the court. Joe Dante, you are a free man. You've proven to the court that you fuck and you do not suck.
Now get John Landis back in here.
Now get that motherfucker in here. That guy sucks. And he's going to tell me why. And guess what? You know what? Maybe we do a expedited sentencing if you can confirm whose skin is on that motherfucker's feet. Because if you give me the dirt, now we're talking. Now we're fucking talking. I'll let you slide. I'm gonna do the opposite deal Spielberg gave for you. We're gonna he'll be like, I'm free already. Why am I doing this?
Dude, when he dies, everyone's gonna be like, remember when he decapitated 2 children? That's gonna be like all that it is.
Yes, it is. It is. Like CNN headline will be like controversial director, and everyone's gonna click it being like, why is he controversial? And it's gonna be like, he killed people. Killed 3 people. That's and
then, well, the craziest part of it too, dude, we need
4 people.
Vic Morrow and the 2 kids.
What about the helicopter pilot?
Oh, probably that person as well.
I think he died too.
See, we just need to get this all out, because I feel like I always come back to the Vic Morrow incident somehow. And it's like, we do just need to do an episode on it already. Like, we need to do a Twilight Zone movie episode already.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Because it's crazy. He like blamed the fucking stunt guy, but there are people fucking in court testifying that they heard John Landis being like, the plane needs to go lower, and people being like, don't do that.
Wait, the pilot survived.
That's crazy.
And was charged. with involuntary manslaughter.
He didn't. It's not his fucking fault. Dude, who did John Landis fucking suck for that?
Oh man, this is fucking wild.
Yeah, we're doing a deep dive on this.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for joining JoeVember. We got 2 more great episodes coming up.
My blood stained all over my shirt. Like I smeared it all in. I come back out. The mom's in the hallway.
Keep going.
Again, I thought I caught everything in my right hand.
What am I supposed to say over this?
Stay Hollyweird.
Patreon.com/I hate horror. At I hate horror on Instagram. Follow it. Lexi's doing some fun polls and stuff. Join us over there. Join us on the Patreon. Maybe we'll do a live show for a Joe live show, a Joe show. And that's it, everyone. Thank you all so much. And for Lexi and the Joes and Sean and our Joe. Stay Hollyweird, baby.
All over every door handle, all over her wall. And the mom's standing there, and then I see them all, and I'm just like, fuck. So I just have to like back into the bathroom and wet paper towel and go up and like wipe it all off.
The greatest.